everyone!
We did it! Sort of.
Almost.
First time trying to do it all together,
Yes.
but let's get it going here. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Welcome you to a brand new week. Join us as we kick off this Monday with a smile and a heart full of positivity.
Yes. Good morning. I'm Anne Asis-Carilo, and I am so excited to start this day with all of you. Let's embrace the day with enthusiasm and make it a fantastic one. And happy Monday, everyone. I'm Monique Tuzon, ready to brighten up your Monday. And remember, the best way to start the week is with a positive mindset. So let's make today amazing. Speaking of amazing, have you guys seen our set?
Look at our set.
Santa Claus just popped up
Santa
left
Claus
and
is
right,
there.
middle. I'm like, this is amazing.
Because I didn't notice it for quite a bit until I sat down and looked at myself in the monitor. Then biglang may Santa Claus dito. Sabi ko, but yeah, I mean, like, look, 100 days away, and I cannot wait for. I love the Christmas season.
Yes,
and
same.
I'm just so happy it's the longest here in the Philippines.
It is. It started September 1st, right? All the way till December, all the way till February, actually, here in the
hanggang
Philippines.
Three
Right?
Kings. Hanggang Three Kings at the very least.
I mean, I really thought it was just January last month, and now it's about to be October almost. Like,
Yeah.
where did 2024 go?
Yeah, no,
So
time
nice.
flies, time
And
flies.
you're hearing all the Christmas songs on radio when you
Yeah.
go to the malls. They're playing Christmas songs.
Yeah, I know, and I
Forget
love.
about Halloween.
I love the confused faces of foreigners who
Yes.
walk into malls
Yeah.
and don't understand what's happening. But let's start off first with a serious note here and go straight to the headlines. So here are the headlines for today. The Philippine National Police has intensified their search for former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque. Roque is now a fugitive after being cited in contempt by the House of Representatives for failing to submit documents linked to his alleged involvement with illegal pogos. Attorney Roque is evading arrest after ignoring multiple summons from the House Joint Panel. Santa Rosa City Representative Dan Fernandez confirms the PNP's full engagement in the manhunt and are closely coordinating with the NCR Police and CIDG. Roque is accused of withholding crucial documents, including his SALN and records tied to Biancam Holdings and a Parañaque land deal linked to the Lucky South 99 Pogo Hub in Pampanga. Surigao del Norte's 2nd District Representative Robert Ace Barber suggests the former presidential spokesperson's non-cooperation raises suspicions about his Pogo involvement. Roque claims the probe is, quote, a fishing expedition and alleges he's targeted for supporting the Dutertes. The PNP urges the public to report any information on Roque's whereabouts. The BRP Teresa Magbanua is back home after a challenging 5-month deployment at Escoda Shoal, where it faced repeated harassment from China. National Maritime Council Chairperson Lucas Bersamin praised the crew's resilience and dedication. Stationed since April 15, the vessel encountered hostile actions, including a ramming incident and water cannon attacks. 4 crew members were airlifted for medical issues upon arrival. Bersamin confirmed the ship will return to duty after repairs continuing its mission and amid rising tensions in the West Philippine Sea. The Philippine Navy reports 207 Chinese vessels in the disputed waters, with China refusing to recognize the 2016 arbitral ruling. The crew will now receive medical care and reunite with their families.
President Bongbong Marcos celebrated his 67th birthday with a surprise performance by British pop rock band Duran Duran. Reports say the occasion was organized by his old friends at a hotel in Pasay City. The Presidential Communications Office confirmed the event, addressing social media rumors about the private party. Influencer Sass Sassot noted that the band's contract included a clause to keep the performance very private. The Facebook post about the event garnered over 10,000 reactions. Duran Duran gained fame in the 1980s, known for hit songs such as Hungry Like the Wolf, Union of the Snake, and Ordinary World, among others. The satisfaction rating of President Bongbong Marcos's administration increases to plus 40 points in June, according to a poll conducted by the Social Weather Stations, or SWS. The report, which was taken from June 23 to July 1st, showed that the government's plus 40 good rating is an improvement from the moderate plus 29 last March. However, this is still lower than the excellent plus 52 rating in December 2023. The recent survey said 62% of Filipinos were satisfied, 15% were neither satisfied nor dissatisfied, and 22% were dissatisfied with the performance of the national government. In Metro Manila, net satisfaction with the admin improved from good to very good, with numbers rising by 9 points from 43 to 52. The rate was maintained at good in Balanced Luzon, despite a 6-point increase from 42 to 48. The satisfaction data also hiked from moderate to good in Visayas and from neutral to moderate in Mindanao.
A political analyst raised concerns that the U.S. and Philippines alliance made by Marcos and U.S. President Joe Biden is at risk if Donald Trump wins the elections. In an interview with BNC's Agenda, WR Advisory Group President and CEO Robin Michael Garcia cited the strong defense ties between the two countries. That is as evidenced by the additional Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, basis in the Philippines. Garcia highlighted that Trump's viewpoint is America first and is unlikely to build alliances outside America's interests. Garcia went as far as saying that Trump could end up discarding the U.S.'s alliance with other Southeast Asian nations. In contrast, Garcia said that a continued alliance is more assured with Biden-endorsed candidate Kamala Harris. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is set November 5th. In the meantime, good news for motorists. A decrease in pump prices is expected to take effect Tuesday, September 17. The price adjustments range from 90 centavos to 1 peso and 20 centavos for gasoline, 1 peso and 30 centavos to 1 peso and 60 centavos for diesel, and 1 peso and 50 centavos to 1 peso and 65 centavos for kerosene. The Energy Department says the main factors that contribute to the rollbacks are weakening global demand prospects and expectations of oil oversupply.
Now on to our weather report. Have your umbrellas and rain gear ready because it's going to be a rainy day today here in Metro Manila as well as other parts of the country. Pag-asa is monitoring 2 weather disturbances, the low-pressure area last seen east of Tuguegarao City in Cagayan, and a tropical storm outside the country with the international name Pulasan. State forecasters say the LPA in Cagayan is causing rains across northern Luzon and has a chance of intensifying into a storm today. They add Tropical Storm Pulasan has no direct effect yet on the country, but it may enhance the effects of the southwest monsoon. Today, the Habagat is causing cloudy skies, bringing scattered rains and thunderstorms in Metro Manila and in most parts of the country.
Sports news now. The De La Salle Green Archers stay perfect so far in UAAP Season 87 at the expense of the Ateneo Blue Eagles. The defending champs used a furious second-half surge to cruise past their rivals from Katipunan Sunday at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. Final score, 74-61. Reigning MVP Kevin Kiambao showcased his brilliance with 13 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. The Green Archers remain #1 in the league with a flawless 3-0 record. Ateneo still searching for a breakthrough in Season 87 after losing 3 straight. Over at the pros, Marshall Lassiter stands alone in the PBA as its new three-point king. The veteran sharpshooter took the spotlight as the San Miguel Beermen gave Barangay Ginebra a 49-point beatdown Sunday. Final score wasn't even close at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, 131-82. Super Marshall connected 6 of his 8 triples to finish with 18 points. Lassiter set the new PBA three-point record of 1,252, 2 points higher than the feat set by Jimmy Alapag. 5 other Beermen scored in double figures, with Junmar Fajardo posting a double-double, 24 points and 17 rebounds. You know, admittedly, sports is not my beat.
Yeah.
So I always have to ask our resident sports guy for pronunciation and the double-double thing. I had no idea what that meant.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, obviously, always happy to help. But again, we want to credit to Marshall Lassiter for getting the crown as the top three-point shooter in the entire league. I think he's a bit underrated in terms of him being a three-point shooter, which is crazy because a lot of people might remember back in our day, and Alan Kaidik being the guy. Of course, Jimmy Alapag to the younger generations as well. Not to age myself, but then I watched Alan Kaidik for a time towards the tail end of his career.
Okay.
So yeah, congratulations to Marcio. And on the Ateneo Lasal thing, guys, Lasal might get it again this year. I'm just cheering for them.
I think you're so biased on that.
Oh no, yeah.
Biased.
No, I'm wearing red today, so Bomba UE or one of those. But yeah, I mean, like that's always a lot of fun.
I think we should watch a sports game though, Anne.
Together,
we should definitely
yeah.
go with Paolo.
With Pao.
So we can
You'll be
learn more about
commentating
sports.
while we're watching.
No, I want
right?
you girls
We'll
to
be right
commentate
behind
and I'll be
him.
reacting.
Commentating.
Paolo
I'm
stays
gonna
in
go
the
like,
back,
oh my
like,
God,
yeah.
yes, 3 points.
All right.
So up next, guys, jewelry and earth lovers rejoice. The woman behind a brand that takes pride in sustainability, meeting luxury, joins us next. It's a beautiful day. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back. You're still with us here on It's a Beautiful Day. And today on the program, we'll get to know how jewelry brand Pristine Paradigm is redefining the standards of jewelry by providing a responsible and economical choice. We got our co-founders Katriana Batu and Juan Dominic Rollan. They're here with us right now, Yana and Junie. That's how we call you, right? Welcome to It's a Beautiful Day.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
You know, beautiful is an understatement when we look at all the jewelry that you brought to show this morning. It
Thank
is
you
just
so much.
gorgeous, right? It took our breath away,
It's
right,
shining,
Monique?
shimmering, splendid.
Yes.
I'm just like,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't want to look at you guys. I'm just looking
I
here.
just want to look at it.
Yes, I was like, I want to go shopping.
Yes, Yana, please do tell us about your brand and how it all started.
Well, we specialize on lab-grown gemstones. So all the stones you see here are lab-grown. We have lab-grown diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emeralds. So the way they're made is how they're made underneath the earth, like millions of years underneath the earth, the exact same environment we can replicate now in a lab. So now everything is lab grown. They're exactly the same thing. They have the same physical conditions, chemical, everything else. But of course, the value is different. So it's a more affordable and practical choice. So the way we started was, I'm actually a farmer. I live in Davao City,
Oh, okay.
but I help out in our farm, or manage our farm. So ever since before, I was already into sustainability, and as I'm also an industrial engineer by profession. And when I found out about lab-grown gemstones, that they exist na pala, it was actually from my grandmother. So my grandmother, she has a really nice jewelry collection. So I would remember as a child, I would ask to see her vault, to see her jewelry collection. And so I've really had a profound love for jewelry already. And when I found out of the existence of lab-grown gemstones, it was just like a light bulb moment to me. So it's kind of like my love for nature and my love for jewelry in one. So that's all how it started, and the rest is history.
I love that. If you had to pick one, are you more of a nature girl, or would you say more jewelry?
Well, I love nature more first. I'm a nature lover first. Of course, because it's, you know, more important.
Right.
But I
Right,
feel
right.
like it's also nice to, especially when you're starting a business, you have to find that in between, and you have to look for something that you're really passionate about. So I feel like, you know, as a girl also, we will always love jewelry, right?
Right,
And
of
but
course.
not, but not everyone can afford natural gemstones, natural diamonds,
Yes.
and gold. So that's why we have lab grown, because it's just like we're saying that there is another choice. There is something different, something more affordable that's as beautiful.
Right. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
love that, because right now I feel like in the market it's either you have the costume jewelries or the
Yes.
very fine jewelry. So there's no in
No in
between. So I
between.
love that you guys are that in between that's giving people opportunities. So Junie, what would you say the price points would be for lab grown versus the natural ones? Can you give us like a range?
For natural jewelry, of course, it can go up above hundreds of thousands, maybe millions.
That's a
depending
lot.
on the carat size, the design, all of that, right? And so, what do you call this? For our, we made an alternative choice, as Yana said, in order for it to be more sustainable and affordable. So it can go around as low as by the thousands, let's say 3,000, all the way to 15,000 for some of our gold vermeil items. And then for some of the more luxurious items, such as lab-grown diamonds, it's still maybe around 40 to 50% cheaper than your natural diamonds.
Yeah.
So it's optically, chemically, and physically the same already as an actual diamond, a natural diamond. But then you're getting it for a bang for your buck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And Kanina, you mentioned gold vermeil. Could you talk more about that and expound more? Because for somebody like me, and I'm sure the viewers as well, what are the differences? Like there's gold, gold plated, gold vermeil. That's a lot.
And there's just so many in the market, right? So it's confusing. When you look at it, they all look the same.
Exactly.
But what is the difference?
Yeah, so we actually also, one of the things we stand for is we want to provide jewelry with every budget. So, of course, we have the 14K and 18K solid gold. Yun yung gold talaga, that's the one with value. But, of course, not everyone can afford gold. Of course, if you can, I would recommend still gold because it's an investment. But, like I said, not everyone can afford gold. If you want to buy something lang as something for every day, or you have an important event and you don't want to spend so much, we have gold vermeil. So, gold vermeil, I would say, is like the second best next to solid gold, because the base metal is sterling silver, which is also still a semi-precious metal, and then it's electroplated with gold, either platinum or gold for the white color. So it's electroplated. It's not the same as gold plated, because gold plating is parang the thickness is like 0.25 microns lang. To compare to gold vermeil is 2.5 microns at least. So that's like times 10 of gold plated. So it's still really, it feels like gold, but it's not gold.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the price. Is it like a big difference from the real gold to the vermeil gold?
So gold vermeil, usually depending on the design, depends also on how big the stone is. It's like 3 to 10,000 pesos. Solid gold naman usually is like 15,000 and up. Depends also how how heavy the gold is.
Right.
So yeah, I mean with 3 to 10,000 pesos, and you get a really nice item already. I feel like it's super okay now, especially if you just want to wear something, you want to add to your collection without spending so much.
Right. Can you talk more about the items that you guys brought today? I would love for the camera to pan a bit more. Yeah, and show, so like, what do you guys offer at Pristine Paradigm?
Yeah, so we have all kinds. We have bracelets, we have necklaces, we have rings. Some of the colored ones there you see are ruby, sapphires, and emeralds. They're all lab grown, as mentioned. And we also have some of the other colors there. So what's also nice with lab grown jewelry is that you can make stones of different colors already. It's still available in natural form. Like for example, if you guys watch the movie Blood Diamond by Leonardo DiCaprio, if you guys remember, they were all fighting for a very big pink diamond.
Yes.
So it still occurs naturally, but it's so expensive and very rare. And with lab-grown technology, you can make diamonds or moissanites or and other gemstones in different colors now. So it's more accessible now. You can, mix and match. You can be more creative with your jewelry.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I can't even tell from like the naked eye. I can't tell they're lab grown.
The difference.
There's no difference unless you really put it under a microscope,
Unless
right?
you have a very specific kind of tool to check, but with the naked eye, you can't know. You really can't know if it's lab grown or
I'm curious
natural.
about, when you say lab grown, so how long does it take to produce these stones? Because, of course, when it's like nature, right? Ang tagal.
Yeah,
it takes
millions of years.
Yes, years. But when you say lab grown, so how long does it take to produce?
Maybe a couple of
stones?
weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Maybe even days, depending on the size, obviously, and the type of design. But yeah, it's a fraction of what how natural diamonds.
Technology is
work.
amazing.
For sure. For sure. And what's interesting as well is that there's a particular effort to actually make these technology into sustainable as well. So they're using renewable energy to make sure that the carbon footprint is actually decreased even further, to make sure that the entire process is sustainable in itself.
Yeah, and speaking of sustainability, we were chatting earlier as well, and I love that your brand gives back.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys recycle the plastics for every purchase. I think you guys plant a tree. Could you guys talk more about that so our viewers can know as well? Like, they're not just purchasing something, but something for a good cause.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm a nature lover first, and I really put a lot of effort into our CSR or into our sustainability efforts because, of course, there's still some energy being used. So we're trying to offset it as much as we can. So, like you said, for every order, we plant one tree. Sometimes we partner with organizations if we can't, do the tree planting ourselves. We donate the trees na lang. And then with our suppliers and all, it's really inevitable that we have a lot of Ziplocs, the plastic, and bubble wrap.
Yeah,
It really happens. So all of them we collect. I never throw any of them. I collect them and I donate it to Envirotech Waste Recycling Inc. So what they do is they recycle the plastic and make it into armchairs. Sometimes they donate the armchairs to public schools, stuff like that. And what else?
At the same time, all of our packaging
yeah.
materials, they're all sustainable,
Yeah.
environmental. So our mailer bags are based off of made out of
Plant-based corn. Yeah,
made
made
of
out of
corn.
Our
plant-based
mailers.
tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I love
interesting.
that.
We don't
Yeah,
use bubble
yeah.
wrap. We use honeycomb wrapper. It's kind of a
Honeycomb
Yes, I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a brown
Brown paper,
Yeah, brown
thick-
paper,
like a craft
more-
paper
yeah.
thing.
Right,
Yes,
right,
yes,
right,
yes.
right.
Yeah, it's more expensive, but like of course it pays off more that you're not using any more
Yeah.
bubble wrap,
Yes.
which does not what do you call this? It does not. You can't recycle it.
Right.
Yeah, and also our packaging box here. Sinadya ko talaga, I didn't put any logo in our box. Only the
So
ribbon.
you can reuse it.
So you can reuse
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
when you open
Such a pretty
this,
box
let me
too.
open.
I love reusing boxes. Actually, I'm guilty of
So
that.
this is our packaging, and you can actually remove this there. So you can use this for anything, like put your
Yeah.
skincare there, put any
Yes.
bottles, maybe repackage it and use it as a gift box. So I really didn't want to put any logo.
Make it into like a jewelry box.
Yeah,
So
or
if you
you
buy
can.
Pristine Paradigm products, you can like arrange
Yeah, or-
them in
yeah,
that
or
box,
literally
right?
you
Yeah.
can put anything. So
Endless
I
possibilities.
really wanted to think of, how to recycle the boxes.
Galing.
Kasi
Right.
sayang eh.
Yeah.
You need the hard box for the certificate to protect the certificate of the stones.
Yes, yes.
So parang sayang naman if like hindi nila magamit ulit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you mentioned certificates. Do every stone come with a certificate when we purchase from you guys?
Most do. The industry practice actually any stones that are quite small, so maybe less than 0.5 or
carat,
0.3
yeah.
carats. Yeah,
Wala
we
na
don't.
yung stone.
Yeah, we
wala
don't.
na yung
We
stone.
don't provide
Certificate,
anymore.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but most and yes, we have an authenticity certificate to ensure that what you're getting is what you paid for. Same time, it shows the different characteristics, the color, the cut, the clarity, all of those things.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to browse your selection later.
So you're based
Yeah.
in Davao, right?
Yeah,
But
we're
of course,
Davao
people from Manila can still order,
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
actually, most of our customers are from Metro Manila.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so we fly here often. We do pop-ups. The next one is actually on November 9 to 10 for Christmas. It's gonna be in Rockwell.
Let's
So
go there,
whoever's
Mo.
watching, I hope you guys
Yeah,
can
should be
come.
there. Yeah,
so most
yeah.
of our customers are from Metro Manila. So they really ask us all the time, when are you coming to Manila? Because of course, especially when buying engagement rings or something a
Right,
bit
right.
pricey, they want to see first ano ba yung bagay sa kanila,
Right.
what shape, how
Yes,
big the
yes,
stone
yes.
should be, what's their ring size.
Yeah.
So hopefully soon also we have to open a physical store here.
You should.
Exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully
we will be looking
soon,
forward
within
to
the
that.
next
Yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah.
year. Can you tell our viewers, Yana, where we can find you apart from the pop-up
pop-up,
coming up
yeah.
in November on social media? What's your website? Just invite our viewers.
Yeah, well, if you're in Davao, of course, you can visit our office and showroom. You can just search us on Google Maps. But we ship nationwide and worldwide. So we have a website that's pristineparadigm.com, and we're very active on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Pristine.paradigm. So I'm sure you guys can look us up anytime, and you'll see a lot of our content. I'm very active in posting a lot of educational content. I explain a lot about the process, about what lab-grown gemstones are, about how to check the quality and how to choose the best
Right.
design for you. So you can find it all in our social media accounts.
Thank you, Yana and
Thank
Junie.
you.
I learned
So
so much from you guys in just this quick,
Yeah,
10-minute video about jewelry. It's amazing. And I can't wait to creep on y'all later on your Instagram. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
Anytime.
Well, don't go away, guys, because golf fans can still get a swing in despite the rains. We'll check out a facility where they can enjoy their favorite sport virtually. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. There's joy in trying out new things, so don't judge me because I actually tried something new for myself. If you're curious about the new talk of the town of virtual golf, I swung by, no pun intended, by a cool spot just for you because it's Mo Fun with me, Monique. So watch this video. Good morning, guys. I'm so stoked for today's shoot because we are here at Quantum Golf, the most famous virtual golf spot here in the Philippines. And what better way to learn golf than here? So come with me as I learn my very first golf lesson.
So first thing, I want you to know the basics of the golf swing, which is, I'm gonna introduce to you the 5 P's, which is the possession, the pressure, the posture, plane or the path, and the power. We're gonna use that as your guide for your back.
Okay.
Put it behind.
So like this lang.
Hold the club head with your hands. And your head should be leaning to the grip. Okay.
This is gonna help me every day.
Now
My
open
kuba
your
self.
feet wide, shoulder wide. Now lean forward. Slowly.
So you can feel your hamstrings. It's
Yes.
like what are they?
It's
The
like
deadlift.
Stretching the hamstring.
Yeah.
Lean forward. Now stop and bend your knees. Okay, that's it. Hold that position.
I feel like I look so funny.
Now let go of the club.
Okay.
Now I want you to position the hands again on the grip.
Oh no. No pressure.
Hand,
And then on the pinky goes here, make a V.
then make a V. Hold the trigger. There you go. Good job.
Yeah, I remembered. Okay.
Okay. Now, on the posture, left arm should be straight, and then right elbow a little bend.
Okay.
Little bend. Okay, good. Hinge your wrist, hinge or cock to form letter L.
Ah,
Okay. Y, up L, and hit. Very good.
So Coach Annie, tell me about the software that you guys use here because it's so amazing to me. I've never seen anything like this, and I think it's so helpful.
Yeah, so technically it's called Foresight Sports.
Okay.
And it's one of those launch monitors in the market today that has this like virtual golf feel. And it's not just about a driving range like in virtual reality, but it's also like you can play golf courses, different golf courses here. And yeah, it's a very data-driven approach. So it's quite different from your traditional driving range. In virtual golf, it's more data-driven. So what do I mean by that? You have actual data that runs every time you swing, and it's an analytical approach of diagnosing and pinpointing exactly what you can improve on your swing. And the best part for me on that is a casual golfer or a serious golfer can pretty much benefit from that. So it's not just like diagnosing your swing, but it's also actually enjoying like, okay, this part of my swing I need to work on. For me personally, like on a driving range perspective, I don't see that kind of precision.
Aside from virtual golf, Quantum also offers mini golf or putt-putt if you want to have a more casual fun. Plus, there's food and drinks in the lounge area if you want to make it a date or simply a party. Monique Tuzon, BNC. Oh my gosh, that was so terrible. Don't look at that.
That was so terrible, Mo.
Guys, I said don't judge me when I did my intro, okay?
I have not done golf before, so I'm like, wow, I'm so impressed, Monique.
Thank you so much. I look like a pro to those that don't know.
Yes.
No, but honestly, that was such a great time for the first time golfing. I think I really recommend that versus the fairway.
Yeah.
Because like Coach mentioned, the precision and the data-driven software,
Yeah.
I can see it because every time I took a shot, it kept going left.
Yeah. So
And
you
I was
could
like,
adjust.
oh my gosh. So I could
Yeah,
adjust, and
yeah.
she was like telling me, okay, this is what you need to do, blah, 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 blah. And there's aircon. Pang bilyonaryo talaga. There's aircon when you play golf. That was the best part for me.
So that's actually perfect for beginners like me.
Almost.
Right?
Yeah,
Because it will
maybe,
really
yeah.
analyze my swing, like where I'm going wrong
Yeah.
and correct it,
Probably a
right?
great place to learn also. I personally think that, you'd have to have like a bit more hybrid way of going about it. Like actually go to the driving range, the fairway, and doing that and analyze it because knowledge is power, as we saw there. But then how was your putt-putt experience? Because that feels like a great date place.
Do you see my face? I'm like, I actually enjoyed putt-putt more because you don't have to think about the form. Y'all, when I tell you there were like muscles, I did not know like my back, my abs. I think I have an ab now and everything. Like it was amazing. But the putt-putt you didn't have to think about and it's so fun. Like we should definitely do like a team building there.
Team building.
Other than a date place, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, there were different obstacles. Well, you just don't think, you just do.
Yeah.
I
Just
loved
have
it.
fun. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like it's all great. I mean, like, do you feel that this makes it golf more accessible?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because in the States you see all of these bigger driving ranges and all of that. Here there's a virtual one here, but do you feel that this is a more accessible way right now for people to get into golf? Those who are curious about it, or those who are kind of maybe a bit put off by the whole fairway experience.
Because I think when you go to the fairway as well, it's very daunting because you see like the pros that's been doing it. They're just hitting perfectly from what you see. But when you go here, like when I went there, I didn't feel scared or anything.
Or intimidated.
Yeah, like the coaches there really made you feel so at home and they really guided me and nobody was watching you. I mean, most of the people there were first timers. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
So you kind of just did your own thing.
Mind your own thing, yeah.
Each are blocked.
So you're all in
you
the
have your
same
own
level.
cubby.
Is how you felt like.
Yeah, but it's also good then for the people that just want to practice, like I said, the data-driven software.
Yes.
If they want to practice and see what they're doing wrong, they can also practice here. So it's accessible for beginners to, I guess, pros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just seeing the footage of you were showing a while ago. There seems to be like it's just more than a putt-putt. It's more than golf. It's an actual spot to hang out and all of that.
Yes.
Absolutely. They have food, they have drinks, and they were really good. We tried the food and the drinks, I have to admit, on cam. So it made putt-putt just a bit more fun.
That's kaya blushing ka dun, no? It was not.
Golf and hanging out. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
It's the best time. We definitely should go. I'll take you all there.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? We'll take you up on that. But for the meantime, when we return, we're going to step into a gray area and read between the lines. We'll talk about a trending topic, working lunchtime. Don't go away. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day on the Billionaire News Channel. Well, lunchtime is, me time for many. But the past few days, a day in the life post has shed the light on this very issue. Now, according to some Filipinos online, workers should not be made to work during their allotted break time. Co-owner of the said post has since apologized for the content, but of course, we gotta talk about it because I have personal time guilty for working through lunch.
But that's your
then,
choice.
That's my
Right.
choice,
Yes.
right?
You have to do it.
Iba kapag, I guess, a superior
Yeah.
is coming out and
Asking you to work.
asking you to work
Yes.
during the break.
Right.
I don't know, but I understand the gray area with regards to this.
Especially here in the Philippines, like the breaks are very important to the employees, right? They really look forward to like lunch break, right? Those like a 1 hour break where they can rest. Now, if you ask them to work during that lunch hour, I don't know, it's different. But remember, there was a time when government employees, government offices, they didn't have like lunch break, like no lunch break.
Yeah, no, but they
Rule.
would shift. There would be
Yes,
a
there were-
lunch
yeah,
break for
yes.
the operations,
Yes,
but there would be
yes.
a break for the employees.
Yes.
Have some kind of
correct,
break.
correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I'm a personal advocate for break time. Like your
Yeah.
lunch is your time, and like you, Pao, unless you choose personally to work during your lunchtime, then I feel like you shouldn't be made.
Yeah, I mean,
work.
like I think there's a reason why there's a distinction between a working lunch and a lunch break. especially when you're in an office setting, right? Kasi there are some people who are not employed in a way that is like from a 9 to 5 basis, and they work through lunches because that's the time to work. But at the end of the day, I think the reason why this became such a big issue is because a lot of people were affected by the notion that of being made to work over lunch.
Right, and I also
right.
feel like if you're made to work over lunch, you're not as productive. Because you don't have that time to just kind of shut and relax your brain.
And re-energize.
Yeah, because for me, like I personally need a break
Yeah.
to just think more and be more productive, like I mentioned. So if I work over lunch, I feel like the rest of the day,
Yes,
my
yes.
creativity flow is not there.
Like in Japan, they even have time to nap, right? They have these nap breaks.
How I wish we had that
and
here.
they have like
Oh, I
these.
have that, but it's not mandated by anyone.
Nap time is so important. Do you guys remember when we were in school, preschool, and they made us nap?
Yeah, there'll
And
be
we
breaks for
hated
that. Did
now
you?
I need that.
Oh my God. The value of napping has become more important as you grow older.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Like instead of going out, we just want to sleep.
Yeah. I mean,
Facts.
like,
It's our age.
Kapag nag-morning show kayo, ayun, napapanap ka sa hapon. I mean,
We're on American time now.
yeah. You
need
need it.
it, right? To function throughout the day.
Yeah, and but then this whole concept, again, people coming up online and talking about how the lunch break is sacred, that lunch break should be there. I mean, like, I understand it. I also understand the need for certain businesses to try and work through lunch, but then perhaps it's a look now, the operation of things, like to make sure that people's breaks are considered as well.
Right.
Would you guys say though that the users online or us, like, are we being too harsh on the said company?
I think that being harsh, it's again subjective, and people, because if someone has a platform like this company had,
Yes.
and people normally turn to them anyway for their content, because to be honest, they have great content.
Right,
Yes,
very
they
Gen
are.
Z
Yeah.
content.
Yeah, so when you have something that disagree with, we're going to zoom in on that, I guess.
Yes.
So in terms of being harsh, I'm not quite sure if
There's always like an upside and downside
Yeah.
to online marketing, right? And how you can't really control how the people will react to what you put out there.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's hard to be completely understanding of everyone's opinions. I mean, like,
Yeah.
and you can't
nagulat
take
ka
that.
lang bigla eh. You
Exactly.
don't. Sometimes you don't say like, oh, I'm gonna put out trending content. Sometimes it just trends.
Yeah, and the
Yes.
most random stuff trends sometimes.
Exactly,
I mean,
yeah.
we know from personal use.
Yeah.
And I also feel like this is a good learning experience for the company because, like Paolo mentioned, not everything you put out will trend or will get that positive feedback.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
should just use
Exactly.
this as a learning experience moving forward.
Yeah, if there's a potential that you could trend in a positive way, there's also a potential that you could trend in a
Yeah.
negative way.
Exactly.
So
But sometimes, the viewers are too harsh. Don't you think?
yeah, maybe. I mean, like, it's different when you chat or you're behind a keyboard or you can't really coordinate with, or rather interact with the person that you're talking about. So again, the dangers and then the thrills of the internet are always
Yes.
going to be
Yeah,
there.
always.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up here for today. Remember, every Monday is always a fresh start. So let's make the most of it. Have a fantastic day and week ahead.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. See you all tomorrow. Take care and stay inspired.
And let's keep the good vibes going and make this week one to remember. Stay happy, stay motivated, and let's make every day
A
beautiful day.